going on, everybody, and welcome back to Are You Serious? New year. That means we got two new hosts, Connor and Brian. They're off to college now, so now we got my guy Trystan Spiess. He's going to be a senior with me, and I got my guy Josh Hopkins. He will be a junior. So we're very excited to get a new year rolling of Are You Serious? I know these guys are eager to get on camera, talk about sports. That's something they also love to do. So we're just going to jump right into it with the biggest sports news. Andrew Luck retiring suddenly out of nowhere. Man has been injury prone for a long time. He cited mental and physical fatigue as one of the reasons for walking away from the game. So Trystan, NFL guy, I mean, what are your initial thoughts with this? Like, this is big news. It's like one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Top 3 in fantasy. I wasn't really expecting it, you know.
You're right.
The fans were expecting him to play, and then he just retires right before the season starts. I mean, as a fan, I don't think I'd be very happy, but you gotta realize, man's been injured almost every year.
Exactly. Dude takes hits all the time. Had like I can't remember. I want to say he had something wrong in like his one of his liver or something. I can't remember what it was. Kidney. Josh, what do you think?
I mean, I think this dude just got to the end of his run. He got hit too many times, one too many times, and just didn't feel like playing.
Can't imagine like getting hit that many times. Like, I mean, at some point it would take a toll, and that dude takes more hits than anybody. So, big news. I mean, Jacoby Brissett now is he's the man in Indianapolis. So, can't wait to see where that goes. And I feel bad. I hope he makes a comeback. I can see it kind of coming, but I hope that ends up happening. So, what we got, Trystan? What do we got next?
Team USA. I mean, they lost to Australia a couple days ago, 98-94. I mean, not surprised. It wasn't Australia's best team, but it was like our fourth team too.
Oh yeah, so Team USA. I mean, you lose guys like Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, James Harden. All these All-NBA guys who don't want to play because they want to make NBA title runs. So I mean, you got guys like PJ Tucker, and I mean PJ Tucker's a great player, but I mean PJ Tucker or Klay Thompson, PJ Tucker or whoever, Kyle Kuzma and stuff like that. So I mean these other teams, I mean international guys are starting to get so much better. So I mean, what do you think, Josh? Anything stand out? I mean,
I just can't believe Patty Mills dropped 30 on them.
Patty Mills gave Team USA 30 piece.
30.
Matthew Dellavedova outscoring Jason Tatum. Oh my goodness, that's kind of embarrassing. But Josh, what do we got next coming up
We're
here?
going on to the ESPN Top 100 for NFL. Aaron Donald's obviously top number 1. The NFL season's coming up here soon.
So the top 100 list. This is interesting to me because usually they have a quarterback as number 1, right? This year they don't. This year it's Aaron Donald and Patrick Mahomes is 2 respectively, but a lot of defensive. Khalil Mack. A lot of defensive guys this year. So anything stand out to you, Trystan, on this list? Anybody missing?
Hopkins at 5.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised they put Aaron Rodgers up so high after coming off an injury.
I am too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I put him above. He's the highest quarterback besides Tom Brady and
Mahomes.
I mean, I could see Drew Brees being up there with
Absolutely.
You guys don't think Julio had a better season than DeAndre?
Julio just doesn't get the stats because he draws so many double teams, and it just opens up things for guys like Calvin Ridley. But he's still definitely a top 2 receiver in the NFL. I think it goes Hopkins then Jones, in my opinion. Yeah. But I think the list is honestly pretty accurate. Aaron Donald is. I think he's underrated, honestly, for how good he is because
because he's not flashy.
He's like 6 feet tall. He's a defensive tackle. He's not even like D ends kind of still get like the more because they're on the end making all the flashing moves.
Defensive tackle.
Right. Nobody cares about defensive tackles, offensive line, defensive line. So other than that, Russell Wilson. Now that's my before we go to break. That is my sleeper. Like people don't give enough respect to Russell Wilson, in my opinion.
He looked good. He looked good during the preseason.
I hope he's good.
Everybody should look good during the preseason, but I think he's a top 5 quarterback. People always say I'm out of my mind for saying that, but Russell Wilson, that's that dude.
I just want to see how much they disrespected my boy Christian McCaffrey.
He should have a big year, Christian McCaffrey.
He had a big year last year. What?
Yeah, I'll see him in the top 10 next year.
Come on.
Top 10 next year for sure. Yeah. So that's main sports news coming up. B block we got coming up. We got some games for you guys, so we'll see you right after the break.
Hi, welcome to the Fake News Studio. Follow me. This is our video editing room where we do all of our editing videos. Oh, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. We don't know him. This is one of our video editors, hard at work, editing videos and images for fake news. This is part of the fake news crew, where we do project management and come up with new ideas. We'll talk about it somewhere.
Wait a minute. Nope. Out. Out. I thought I had a restraining order on you guys. Out.
Hi, I'm Charlie Black. Make sure to check out Channel 7 News on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel.
Alrighty, welcome back to Are You Serious? Newbie number 1, Trystan. Newbie number 2, Josh. If you haven't already also, you have to go on Twitter or Facebook and look at the Are You Serious? This is Sports Center stuff we did. That stuff was pretty funny if you have seen it. One of my favorite things we've done so far. But we got a game right now, and it's simple. It's called Toss Up, okay? We're going to throw these questions around, and we're going to answer them. We might have some debate. There's some pretty good, interesting questions, mostly about the NFL, or all about the NFL. So we're going to get started, and I will have the first one. So I'll throw this over to Josh. Josh is a Chiefs fan, so what's more realistic, Mahomes going back-to-back as an MVP or the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl?
Personally, I think Mahomes will go back-to-back MVP this year. But I don't think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl.
You think they can get there?
I think they might get there. I don't know, but the only reason I think that he won't make the Super Bowl is because the Chiefs have always choked coming down to like the AFC Championship.
That is a fact. They do choke. Andrew Luck actually was one of the ones that.
Oh my God!
I don't want my Chiefs fans. Yeah, we got 2 of them now. What do you think? You know what? I just realized this. It's good not to have 2 Packers fans. I had to deal with 2 Packers fans now. This dude is an annoying Vikings fan. Like, he's ridiculously annoying about the Vikings, and a Chiefs fan, and then a Cowboys. So.
Oh man,
this is gonna be good.
I'm gonna say I think the more realistic one here is the Chiefs Super Bowl.
Really?
Super Bowl.
Dang.
I mean,
all right.
they don't have to beat a Colts team. They don't have to struggle with the Titans team. At least I don't think they will.
You got the Patriots though.
But the Patriots.
Got the Steelers.
Robert Gronkowski's
so
gone.
close to beating
you still have Tom Brady.
Year.
If you can beat Tom Brady, if you find a way to limit him, I feel like they can do it this year.
I'm going to say Mahomes. For me, more realistic is Mahomes MVP because I don't think there's a guy in the league that has the potential to put up numbers he does. Like, Brady's 42. He's not going to sling a ball around, like that. He's going to, but not at the rate Mahomes is.
Nah.
I can't even think Aaron Rodgers maybe, but he got a new head coach, so you never know what's going to happen there. Mahomes, they're going to let him just go out there and play, and he's going to be slinging it across the field to Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, and then they got the 2 new guys, dude from K-State, They got a lot of weapons, so I'm going to say more realistic is Mahomes going MVP.
All right, second topic here. We got who's got a better year? Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Two big-time receivers, both played on the same team. Juju's going into his 3rd year now. Antonio Brown's going to be like an 8-year vet, 8-year vet, I believe. But I'm going to go Antonio Brown just because I think that when you give a guy $44 million, you need him to put up those numbers. So they're going to force feed him. Derek Carr has never really had that number 1 receiver. I wouldn't really say Amari Cooper was that top-tier receiver. Antonio Brown is that guy. Juju Smith-Schuster is a beast, but they're also going to have James Conner. They still have a great O-line, so I know they're going to be trying to pound the ball to James Conner because the dude is a beast. So I'm going to go Brown just because I think force-feeding him the ball is the Raiders' pretty much only option at this point. What do you think, Josh?
Don't get me wrong. I see where your point's coming from, but I just feel like Brown leaving the Pittsburgh, he's been with Pittsburgh his whole life, so he's going to go to Oakland. I feel like he's just not going to have that good of a season.
You don't think so?
I think Juju's going to be getting bombs down the field.
Ball after ball?
Mm-hmm.
I personally think Antonio Brown will be the better receiver this year.
Definitely.
That Oakland team, like Koby said, doesn't really have any weapons. And who are they going to run the ball with? Josh Jacobs? He's a
I don't even know who their running back is.
Josh Jacobs. He played at Alabama, but you know how Alabama running backs do in the league. They're usually not the best.
Yeah. Right.
But, yeah, I think for sure it's going to be a lot of deep balls to Antonio Brown this season.
Yep. All right, number 3. Kind of the same like gears. So we got a former Steeler and a current Steeler. So who's going to have the better year, Le'Veon Bell or James Conner? We're just kind of talking about him. What do you think, Trystan?
I personally think James Conner is going to have a better year.
James Conner, huh?
I mean, if you look at the Jets O-line, it's not very good.
No.
And Le'Veon has played with a good O-line his whole career.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he's going to do without, like, he could do very well with even a bad O-line. But I think James Conner, what did he put up, like 800 rushing yards last year?
He had a good year, yeah.
So I think he'll build off of that and have a great season.
This is tough. Josh, you go first.
This is a tough one. I mean, at first I said Connor, but Le'Veon Bell is a Pro Bowler, like, all his life.
I'm gonna go James Conner just because I'm sure Le'Veon is in football shape. I mean, the dude's he's one of the best running backs in the league, probably still. But what other weapons do they really have? I mean, you have Darnold, but what receivers do they have? Where's the focal point gonna be other than Le'Veon? Everybody's gonna be putting people in the box to stop him because they know that's their guy. So I'm gonna go James Conner just because I know that they have Juju. They have other guys that can take the focal point off of him to where he's going to be able to go crazy. So
I think Le'Veon's a great running back, but there's no way that he's carrying that Jets team to pass 5 wins.
He's a 400 carry guy, or 400 not 400 carries. He had 400 touches his last year with the Steelers. So we'll have to see. But very last one. What is more pathetic? Colts booing Andrew Luck in what's probably his last time ever walking off of Lucas Oil Stadium, that field, or the Raptors fans cheering Katie's injury in the finals? Trystan, what do you think what's more pathetic? What fans were worse?
I must say definitely the Colts booing Andrew Luck.
Colts?
I mean, he's been there since his day one in the NFL.
Exactly.
He's brought him back to the glory land. I mean, after Peyton Manning left, things were looking pretty bad there in Indianapolis, and he came in there, put top numbers in the NFL. I mean, he never had the greatest offensive line. He was always pretty decent. But, I mean, they hasn't really had a running back with him for most of his career. He's just been slinging the ball to T.Y.
Dante Moncrief. And who do you think on that one? Colts booing or the Raptors fans cheering KD's injury?
I would never boo my quarterback off the field. Like, if Patrick Mahomes, like, in 5-6 years, if he says he's taking a beating, I'm going to be like, I understand, bro.
Can't tell them what to do with their body,
Yeah, but I still kind of get mad when I talk about the KD injury, just because it's just completely disrespectful.
Right. I'm going to say this one is tough too, but I'm going to say Raptors fans cheering KD's injury just by a little bit because it's like, why does that make you happy that a dude, I mean, is getting injured? They were up 3-1, I think, already in the series. It was like the second quarter. I'm like, dude, how can you – this is like one of the best players in the league.
Uninjured.
So, exactly. He just came back. So I'm going to go with that one by a little bit. Colts booing Luck is still super bad. Like, I would be – that's crazy. But that's toss-up. So coming up in the next segment, we got some different things for this day in sports. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm Dakota Morgan. Make sure to check out Channel 7 News on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel.
Hey, I'm Car Gary. Fake news can save you 35.7% on your car insurance. Or you could save $35.8. Fake news cured Kyle's depression. If you don't watch fake news, you're gonna get a hemorrhage. I'm Kyle Garrett. Cars! Fake news! Hey guys.
Welcome back to Are You Serious once again. Trystan, new guy, Vikings fan. Josh, Chiefs fan. They're good now. You know, me, Cowboys fan. Cowboys who you rock with. So on this day in sports history, what happened, Trystan?
Well, on this day in sports, Tiger Woods won the 1995 U.S. Amateur.
for his third time.
Third time, yeah. I mean, arguably one of the greatest golfers in history.
I mean,
He's up there.
He's up there.
Can't-
He's up
You got
there.
Phil Mickelson. I mean, that's shit to battle with, but
Tiger Woods been
Definitely really
around my
good.
whole life.
yeah, I'll go with Tiger Woods just because I don't want to trigger Browning. I know if I said it was somebody else, he'd come running out of the control room. So, happy birthday in the Sports War to Brianna Stewart. She's a goon, man. She's a beast. Like I did not know she dunked. I did not know that was a
I
thing.
did not know she
6'3".
could dunk.
6'3".
Oh my
That's pretty good.
goodness.
Yeah, dude, she's a beast. WNBA MVP. She just tore her Achilles though, so she's gonna be out for the year. But when she's playing, she's a monster. She's probably the best WNBA player in the league, hands down. To me, at least, she can do it all. But coming up this week, volleyball, soccer, soap scrimmages. Then on Friday, football has their little jamboree against Andover Central and Winfield. So that is going to be fun. Sports are starting to kick off here real soon. Come out and support. That's what we doing, Rose Hill. We come out and support our teams. But that has been our first episode of Are You Serious this year. It's been fun. We're going to get in that groove real quick. I know show coming up Friday, and we're just going to be shooting them out now. So Trystan, Spiess, I need that, bro. Josh. We will see you in the next episode of Are You Serious on Friday. See you there. Whoa. Before we end the show, we almost forgot a tradition that me, Connor, and Brian started, okay? Kind of because I'm baby Patrick Mahomes and I have that kind of accuracy, but everybody, you got one, you got a ball, everybody has a paper ball. So RG3, he just called me RG3. He knows I'm Patrick Mahomes. But you just got to try to hit the teleprompter. And you go first. Like, I have accuracy. Of course, I'm going to hit it, but you go first, Trystan. Kirk Cousins right there. Yep, getting in and hit it. Matt Castle. Matt Castle right there.
Castle.
Chiefs quarterback.
Here we go.
Oh, mine was closer, though. Mine was closer. All right, we'll catch you on the next episode. See y'all later.